Good afternoon everyone, I'm Ludit Shivalya and hello my fellow classmates. We will discuss into you about hygiene and sanitation, but before proceed to our discussion, let us define first the following terms. Hygiene, it is the science that deals with health at its maintenance. Health, the state of individual who enjoys physical, mental, and social well-being. Personal hygiene deals with these measures taken by the individual to preserve his own health. Sanitation, measures for the protection of public health. Personal cleanliness and to maintain good health. The body should be washed frequently from head to foot. The hair should be neatly combed and trimmed. Brush your teeth every after meals. Engage regularly in some form of physical exercises or recreational activities. Whenever possible, get 7 to 8 hours sleep each night. Cut fingernails regularly. Change your undergarment and clothes every after bath. Maintain bowel movement every day. Dentures should be removed at night for 3 to 4 hours period for proper stimulation. Use clean and properly fit sock. Wash your hand before touching any food to eat. What is the importance of personal hygiene? It enlightens and protects the individual or group against the spread of diseases in the environment. It promotes sound positive health or boosts one's moral of the individual.
And this is the hand hygiene. And to explain the definition of hand washing, in this section, hand washing is the act of cleansing. It helps to cleanse our hand. It will help ourselves to prevent the germs to come to our body. It is needed because cleaning our hands before eating or cooking is important way to simply act that saves lives from many life-threatening diseases. It prevents us from diseases like diarrhea and influenza. And here, the indications for the hand washing. As you can see, this is where the cause of the germs come from. We need to avoid using our hands when it's not clean.
And when should we wash our hands? Simply before eating a meal or a snack, after going to the bathroom, when coming inside from playing outdoors, when coming home from school or the store, when your hands look or feel dirty after sneezing or coughing into our hands. In here, you will learn the proper way of washing your hands.
I have here an image where you can see the proper way of washing your hands. And later on, we will proceed on my video demo. Here goes the video demo. First, rinse your hands. Use the soap. Wash your hands 1 to 1. And back to hands. Here, secure your nails. Clean your nails properly because the germ is really hiding in it. And this is the base to thumb technique. We need to ensure that the cleaning between our fingers. And we need to use the technique finger interlace for that. And rinse your finger when you're done. We're here at the importance of hand washing. Hand washing is the most important thing that you can do to keep from getting sick. Because as I've said, the dirt will cause us diarrhea and influenza. The main purpose of hand washing is to prevent the germs from entering into our body and keep our health to be good. And also to maintain our body to be healthy at all costs. And this is the part where I can say that always wash your hands before you eat and after you eat, especially when you are going to cook some dishes. And that's all. Thank you.
Wearing gloves. A glove is an effective tool to help reduce injuries. Therefore, choose the right gloves. It is necessary to choose the best hand protective product for working specific hazard. Here are some types of gloves.
Polyethylene gloves. Poly gloves are very thin and made for light-duty tasks. They are also very economical and great for food use when workers are constantly changing gloves between prep tasks. Vinyl gloves. Made for food service, vinyl gloves are comfortable, safe, and latex-free. They can be used for general tasks, food prep, cooking, serving, or even non-high-risk janitorial work. Nigel gloves. Perhaps the most versatile gloves, Nigel gloves come in a variety of thicknesses and types from 3 mm thick food service gloves to 6 mm thick industrial gloves. They can be used for nearly any task and are also available in a low dermatitis type. Disposable gloves should be changed when there is any sign of contamination. Reusable gloves should be washed frequently if used for an extended period of time. While wearing gloves, be careful not to handle anything but the materials involved in the procedure. Touching equipment, phones, waste baskets, or other surfaces may cause contamination. Be aware of touching the face, hair, and clothing as well. Before removing them, wash the outside of the glove. To avoid accidental skin exposure, remove the first glove by grasping the cuff and peeling the glove off the hand so that the glove is inside out. Repeat this process with the second hand, touching the inside of the glove cuff rather than the outside. Wash hands immediately with soap and water.
Hi, I'm Joshua Chavez from Bachelor of Science Hospitality Management. Now I discuss about personal hygiene and guide to proper kitchen attire because personal hygiene can crucial in preventing food contamination. First, we have uniform. Always wear a clean uniform, and white uniform is the best color for showing a dirt, and only wear it at the workplace because if you're wearing your uniform in a public places can expose it to many germs that can transfer to food. And wear only non-slip or closed-toe shoe to avoid slip or save you from bad fall. Second is apron. Apron help to protect you from spills and splashes. And change your apron if dirty. While you're working, you must change a clean apron or you might transfer a germs to food you are preparing. And do not wipe your hands on your apron. Wash them instead. Third is gloves. We have disposable gloves to be used when handling a raw and cooked food. If you don't have gloves, wash your hands properly and your nails should be short and plain. And if you have wounds, cover it to avoid contact in food. Fourth is cap. Wearing a clean cap is to prevent hair fall in dishes. And if your hair is long over your shoulder, you need to wear hairnet to avoid hair coming outside the cap. Fifth is jewelry. Remove all jewelry in hands or fingers, such as rings or watch, because jewelry can collect and spread dirt and harmful bacteria that can fall into the food and spread the bacteria, especially if it is unworn.
Hi, my name is Roger Harris, PSH1. My topic is cleaning and sanitation kitchen surface. There's a difference between clean and looking clean. Affects your judgment when cleaning kitchen surface as a result of appearance purpose doesn't mean that the work of surface is safe for food. In reality, the microscopic nature of bacteria means you cannot often see dangers. I have 6 tips to cleanliness. You must have discipline effective cleaning for your kitchen, like a clean as you go policy. Whilst can cover all the requirements for such a policy. In this one article, we can share a few tips to consider when cleaning. Read the label. Cleaning products often have clear instructions obtained about the amount required and effective application. Over-application is not likely to make a real difference to cleanliness on the surface. Number 3. Clean your cleaner. Your cleaning materials must be clean no matter how good a cleaning agent is a killing bacteria of you wipe. Wipe it down with dirty cloth. You are probably achieving nothing at all. Number 4. Clean yourself. Your own personal hygiene is very important. Cross-contamination from hands is a common cause of food poisoning. For frequent washing is important. Remember to wash after you have been cleaning surface. Before you start to work with food if you are unwell to handle food. Number 5. Prepare agents. Cross-contamination, cleaning a surface is far easier. If you know that substance you are dealing with have clear preparation areas for different foodstuffs. Number 6. Check your concern. Remember that concerns and edge over surface materials are the hotbeds for bacteria. When you are cleaning, make sure you get to the edge for tables and chopping boards. Cutting between tiles can cause a plethora of nasty bacteria in particular.
Wash your hands and surfaces often. Germs that can cause food poisoning can survive in many places and spread around your kitchen. Wash hands for 20 seconds with soap and water before, during, and after preparing food and before eating. Wash your utensils, cutting boards, and countertops with hot soapy water. Rinse fresh fruits and vegetables under running water. Don't cross-contaminate. Raw meat, poultry, seafood, and eggs can spread germs to ready-to-eat foods unless you keep them separate. Use separate cutting boards and plates for raw meat, poultry, and seafood. When grocery shopping, keep raw meat, poultry, seafood, and their juices away from other foods. Keep raw meat, poultry, seafood, and eggs separate from all other foods in the refrigerator. Cook to the right temperature. Food is safely cooked when the internal temperature gets high enough to kill germs that can make you sick. The only way to tell if food is safely cooked is to use a food thermometer. You can tell if food is safely cooked by checking its color and texture. Use a food thermometer to ensure foods are cooked to a safe internal temperature. Refrigerate promptly. Bacteria can multiply rapidly if left at room temperature or in the danger zone between 40 degrees Fahrenheit and 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Never leave perishable food out for more than 2 hours or 1 hour if exposed to temperatures above 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Cleaning food preparation surfaces is a necessary first step for effective sanitation. Cleaning refers to the removal of organic matter using appropriate cleaning chemicals under recommended conditions. By removing organic matter through proper cleaning, sanitizers are able to make contact with more of the food contact area. After thorough cleaning, sanitation is the next step. Sanitizing includes applying chemicals or heat to a properly clean area, reducing pathogens by 99.999%. Sanitation is not the same as sterilization, which is the complete removal of organisms. Any surface that touches food must be cleaned and sanitized. This includes cooking equipment, pots, pans, spatulas, forks, knives, cutting boards, food storage containers, plates, etc., as well as food preparation surfaces such as prep tables.
There are 3 types of hazards that can arise while preparing, processing, storing, and serving food. The first one is biological hazard. It occurs when the food got contaminated by harmful microorganisms, such as bacteria, viruses, and parasites. Even single bacteria can multiply quickly, thus being a threat to human health once it is consumed. This hazard can be the cause of foodborne illnesses. Next, chemical hazard refers to toxic substances that are present at every stage of food handling, naturally occurring and man-made. An example of naturally occurring is the toxins found in shellfish, which can be removed if it is cooked properly, while man-made hazards are food additives that are intentionally added to enhance the flavor of food. This can lead to food poisoning. Lastly, physical hazard refers to any foreign objects in a food that can cause illness or injury.
What is food hazard? Food hazard is a biological, chemical, and physical agent in food that can cause injury and harm to our health. There are many microbiological hazards in food that can harm human health. To prevent food hazard, we must know how to clean and sanitize our kitchen tools and utensils. Here's the way on how to wash and sanitize your kitchen tools and utensils. Step number 1. Wash the dishes, pots, pans, and anything in your kitchen. Cheers! Wag naman lahat. Yung mga kitchen tools nyo lang and utensils. And use antibacterial detergent para matanggal talaga yung mga sebo, sebulo. And rinse with clean water. Step number 2. Put them on a hot water or yung parang sa Jollibee, nilalagay ng mga kutsara, tinidor. And last step, step 3, dry them using a clean cloth. And put them on the shelf or yung lagayan ng ng mga lutuan nyo. If you don't clean your kitchen properly, germs and bacteria can start to grow. And quickly too. This definitely isn't built in a place where you prepare and cook food, as it can lead to the people who visit your business getting ill. To avoid food hazard, it's important that you know how to clean and sanitize your kitchen tools and utensils properly. Cleaning and sanitizing your kitchen tools and utensils properly after you use them. Always remember, when cleaning and sanitizing kitchen tools and utensils, remember to dry them with this cloth that have been cleaned using a quality detergent. So now, ituturo ko sa inyo ang tamang paghugas na inyong mga kitchen tools and utensils, kagaya na lang ng kawali. Ito ang inyong mga kailangan: antibacterial detergent, sponge, at syempre, yung madumi yung kawali.
Una, isasalin niyo muna yung antibacterial detergent nyo. Tapos, ilagay niyo na sa size sponge nyo. Parang ganyan. At syempre, gustusin natin maigi yung kawali. Gustusin ang bawat gilid, pati ang ilalim ng kawali. Kailangan sinasabunin natin ang ilalim ng kawali dahil meron niyang dumi na nanggaling sa apoy. Ang tamang paghugas at paglinis ng inyong mga kitchen tools or utensils, may iwasan natin ang pagdami o pagkalat ng mga sebo, bacteria, germs na maaaring humalo sa pagkain na nagkukos ng mga sakit. Sa pagbabanlaw, dapat matanggal ang sabon upang hindi humalo sa pagkain. Ayan. Dalawa mo maibig, Grace. Likod. Pagkatapos, kung kayo ay may budget, pwede nyo siyang punasan or ipakuluan pa, lagyan nyo sa hot water para lalong mawala yung mga germs niya. Pero kung wala kayong budget, kagaya ko, ilagay nyo lang siya diretso dito. Yan. Ilagay nyo lang siya ganyan. Yan. Tapos tutuyo na siya. Ganyan din sa mga plato, kutsara, ito sa kutsara dito sa amin. Yan. Tapos dito yung tubig niya.
Safety and sanitizing in the kitchen. Kitchen is a dangerous place, not only when you are working with hot surfaces and boiling liquid, but also in handling sharp knives and utensils that can injure you in a second. So let's learn how to stay safe and sanitize in the kitchen. Some are examples regarding safety in the kitchen. Keep kids and pets out in the kitchen. Not only can kids and pets be a distraction, but they can easily hurt themselves by getting into rough wood, pulling hot pots and down, and tripping you while you're carrying something heavy. Wear shoes and safety clothing. Make sure you are wearing safe clothes too. Sleeves should not be long and flowy. Do not wear loose clothing or anything flammable, and avoid synthetic clothing which can melt onto your skin if it can catch it on fire. Don't rush. Rushing around the kitchen will almost guaranteed accident unless you are a pro. Always use hot pads and a wet pad or cloth will easily transmitted heat. Learn how to use knives and treat them with respect. Know your equipment and handle it properly. Read instructions that come with the appliances and understand how to use them. Cleaning up spills as you go not only help save when cleaning the kitchen but will help prevent accident. Know your limits when lifting. Learn how to extinguish fires. Be careful around the stoves. Sanitation. Sanitation is not just one of practice, but rather it is an ongoing program that needs to be carried out as a matter of habit. This step should be adequately trained on how to carry out a kitchen sanitation and disinfection program. Cleaning operations that are undertaken regularly to maintain sanitation will prevent food contamination and will reduce organisms that cause food spoilage. Number 1. Wipe counters and stove top with the detergent and water using a paper towel. Use a new paper towel and clean water to rinse away the soap. Allow the counters and the stove to dry. Wash cotton birds or any item that touch raw meats immediately with soap and hot water. Then wash again with the bleach and mixtures. Wipe up spills in the refrigerator promptly with a paper towel, dishwashing liquid, and water. Number 2. Pour the bleach mixture into a bucket. Dip a mop into the bucket and scrub your floors to remove germs and bacteria that might have fallen off the counters as you prepare your food. Wash your hands with soap and warm water thoroughly after cleaning your kitchen to remove any transferred germs.
Clean and disinfect your workplace. You can protect yourself and your co-workers from coronavirus disease or COVID-19 by cleaning and disinfecting your workplace. Through proper cleaning and disinfection of surfaces in workplace, it is important for preventing the spread viruses. Many workplaces have contracts that provide cleaning services after hours. It is important employers and employees to understand the cleaning services that are provided. The terms cleaning and disinfection are two terms that are often mixed up and interpreted to mean the same things wherever. They are actually separated and describe two important steps in sanitation. Cleaning is the act of removing dirt, soil, and other impurities from types of surfaces. For examples, wiping spilled food of a counter with detergent, use soap and water. Cleaning before disinfect. Disinfection is the act of destroying harmful microorganisms such as bacteria and viruses. For example, wiping the counter with bleach. Use your good judgment as to when cleaning is and is not necessary, and also read the label carefully to ensure it contains a recognized disinfectant in a sufficient quality. Be sure to take appropriate precaution when using chemicals for cleaning and disinfecting. Areas to focus on: cleaning practices for the control of respiratory infection that include areas where people commonly gather are publicly accessible. Meet with clients indoor. This would include reception areas, meeting and conference rooms, waiting rooms, exam rooms, lunch and staff rooms, offices, bathrooms, doorways, hallways.
Areas are commonly touched and should be identified, clean and disinfected. Handrails, doorknobs, phones, light switches, desktops, computer keyboards, computer mice, tabletops, countertops, bathrooms, towel latches, toilet paper dispenser, toilet flush handles, and liquid soap dispenser.
Methods for cleaning and disinfecting. Use a clean cloth and a detergent and water solution to remove dirt and soil from surfaces and objects that are touched by lots of people, and also following the instruction provided by the manufacturer or public health official.
Good day everyone, I am Leon Angel T. Vicente and I will be discussing the public health risks related to food safety issues in the market. First, let's define food safety in the market. Food safety in the food market is one of the key areas of focus in public health because it affects people of every age, race, gender, and income level around the world. The local and international food marketing continues to have significant impacts on food safety and health of the public. Food supply chains now cross multiple national borders, which increase the internationalization of health risks. The systematic review of literature was therefore conducted to identify common public health risks related to food safety issues in the food market. Due to pandemic, there's a lot of unsafe foods containing bacteria, viruses, parasites, or chemical substances causes more than 200 diseases. Example of foods involved in outbreaks of salmonellosis are eggs, poultry, and other products of animal origin. Here are the food safety tips for some of the staple products that you buy in the market. First is the meat. When buying meat like beef or pork, look for the meat inspection certificate. Second is the fish. There are specific part of the fish you can check if what you're buying is fresh. It should have a firm, fresh, and body. Most importantly is to look in the eyes if it's clear or not and check the gills. And the third is fruit and vegetables. It is better to buy this in the morning or evening hours depending on harvesting pattern. You need to check if they are firm to touch and bright in color with no visible bruises or sign of decay. As we all know, in our situation nowadays, food safety is an important issue that affects all of the world's people. Many countries throughout the world are increasingly interdependent on the availability of their food supply on its safety. Hence, people all over the world increasingly value food safety. Food production should be done safely to maximize public health gains and environmental benefits. Food safety deals with the safeguarding the food supply chain from the introduction, growth, or survival of hazardous microbial and chemical agents. As an individual, we should be aware of food hygiene, food marketing, food quality, and food safety. That would be all. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Hazel Marie B. Gagal, and I'm going to discuss the basics of cleaning and sanitation in food plants. What is cleaning and sanitizing in food industry? The objective of cleaning and sanitizing food contact surfaces is to remove food nutrients that bacteria need to grow and to kill those bacteria that are present. It is important that the clean, sanitized equipment and surfaces drain, dry, and are stored dry so as to prevent bacteria growth. Cleaning and sanitation have two entirely different purposes. Cleaning is the removal of unwanted materials, commonly called soils, from production equipment and production areas. Removing leftover particles eliminates many microbes, their food source, and other physical debris that can contaminate future batches of food. Sanitizing is the treatment of clean surfaces with a chemical or physical agent to reduce microorganisms that cause disease and spoilage to levels considered safe for public health. Cleaning and sanitizing process is the one of the most important prerequisite programs in the food processor toolbox. It has always been a key element for ensuring food safety and quality, but its importance has escalated over the years. What are the basic principles in cleaning and sanitation? There are two basic principles in all cleaning: pH and physical removal. Physical removal is one of the best microbial decontamination process. It lessens the numbers of pathogens from all surfaces as well as removes the food source that aid in their growth. The five basic elements of good sanitation are assessment of environmental factors to develop effective sanitation procedures, commitment to continuous improvement of sanitation practices, proper application of daily sanitation procedures, use of pediatric sanitation, 5 steps to cleaning and sanitizing food surfaces area. Number 1. Remove food bits or dirt on the surface. Number 2. Wash the surface. Number 3. Rinse the surface. Number 4. Sanitize the surface. Number 5. Allow the surface to air dry.